자, 오랜만에 시작합니다. 10일 만인가? 마을, 첫 번째 마을 도착해서 탐색하고 다니다가 그만뒀죠. 마을 안에 너무 많이 이벤트를 모아놔가지고 나가지 못하고 있어. 이벤트 계속 나와가지고. 보자, 어디까지 진행했더라. 아, 가야 될 때가 아직도 넘쳐나요. 마을이 별로 없는 것 같은데 떠다닐 데가 많단 말이죠. 일단 시청 클릭도 조심해야 돼.
Back so soon? Can't say I'm surprised. One can hardly enjoy all of Victoria's life.
Well, Mayor Cecil will be.
아, 그러고 보니 이거 취소는 못해? 아, 하고 나서 나올 수 있구나. 계속 느끼는 건데 엑소가 달라가지고 헷갈려요. 여기 보자. 일단 지금 퀘스트가 너무 많아. 그래, 이거 책 읽어야 돼. 철학자 nem리스.
Back so soon? Can't.
빅토리아 도서관. 왜 자꾸 도서관 이야기하지? 근데 여기 시청인데. 이게 잘못 누르면 훔치게 돼버려요. 여기 조심해야 돼. 여기 이 게임 자체가 좀 패드에 불편해.
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer, huh? My ears aren't what they used to be. Nor my eyes. My elf? Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of
Cecil,
and husband of the
시작.
stately Cecilia. I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Cecil through these difficult times. Oh, what? Oh, you mean Cecil? Very difficult times indeed. As though
Jake.
the dead of Jake and the undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult. And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic. Jake murdered? Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed. I could hardly believe it myself. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protection. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit suggestive. An all-right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Sicil is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn. What? The undead? Yes, for the past 2 years, those blasted skeletons have all but suffocated this city. The what of what now? Ah, you mean the staff of Pergamon. Yes, yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo, Cecil proved an old fool, though. For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has got. His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Sicil harbor. You can talk to him. The staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know. Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed with. Ah, you see, oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day. Oh, yes, the fabulous find. That machine Ahu built is an abomination. It must be stopped at all costs. I bet the wizard himself could provide some advice regarding how to destroy it. That depends. Ah, the library. Yes, yes, you must have a visit. It's the gem of Sicil. Please yourself. Let me. Someone wants to see Victoria dead. Hear you me. You must stop that dog by any means necessary. Jake? Murdered, you say? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Now I remember. That depends. Ah, the library. Marvelous.
I knew that dark-dealing old man dabbled in sorcery. To the gallows, I say.
Ha! He's not a sorcerer, merely a simpleton. And if you'd hang each man for being a fool, there'd be not enough rope in the world to go around.
What? Oh, yes. This library. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine. And she's got every Yes. Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago.
도서관 이야기를 왜 하나 했더니만
It brings
시청
a tear to my
시청
eye
2층이
to see
도서관이야.
her. What? Oh, yes, yes. I'll be on my way.
에?
In the name of Amun-Hur, I
오크였어?
bid thee Tujda Geta Hal. I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my the fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. He raised me like I was his own, this kindest of souls. Indeed you may. The wisdom I here hoard is yours to peruse and even take. Kiralizor. Oh, do pardon my language, my friend. But that is, does he not see that I am now the one who is to be wronged? Why, oh why must he make me? So, let us approach the situation with reason and ask ourselves, where do we go from here? Though, first let me say this. Hashizm bil kushum zunum. From my heart, I thank you for warning me. I thank you and my amulet. But it is Haxmaji, a sacred token that houses the presence of my ancestors. No, I cannot part with my talisman, the keepsake of my soul.
다시 해야 돼?
You may try and trick me out of my amulet, but you will not.
Daemon Daemonium. I'll find you. Good.
Tojageta, friend. Yes? Have you decided what should be done? Please do not press me any further. With the power of Haxmaji, I will. Place this book here. A volume of poetry or novels. Urak. Mayhem.
안 된 걸로 하고
The seven grant abundance!
Kajdanor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine. Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels. Urak. What mayhem.
그냥 아무래도 습득하고 싶은데 자기 살고 싶다고 하더니만 아물렛은 주기 싫고.
Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Urak. What mayhem.
Now this is valuable.
Kajdanor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
저 어디 가면 무조건 저장부터 해야겠어. 나 같은 완벽주의한테는 저렇게 못하는 게 있으면 괴롭단 말이죠.
Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels. Rack. Mayhem. Kaj'Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine. The knight in see-through armor. Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Stenteken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? Kaj'Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine. Volume 1, Volume 2. But where has the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night. The knight in see-through armor. Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Stenteken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Rack. Mayhem. Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels? Rack. Mayhem.
이게 넷리스가 요구하는 책이네. 저걸 다 확인한 후에 가야 되나? 엄청 귀찮은데?
Kaj'Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine. Kaj'Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine. Kaj'Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine. Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Rack. Mayhem. Volume 1, Volume 2. But where's the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night. Tej Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Celeron will have to pay yet another fine. Place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels.
Gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapors?
사업은 있어야 되지. 사업은 있어야 돼. 그 다음에 가볼 곳은 여기 한번 뒤져보고.
Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Careful, comrades. I've seen sorcerers infuse even lowly fowl with dark enchantments.
My Valberit spawns. You see sorcery in the clear blue sky, don't you? I bet you'd scream havoc if I were to give you a mirror.
Black sheep are weird. Try...
The earth here seems to have been freshly fertilized and aerated.
No, that would be an insult to the dead.
And a disgrace.
You step away.
Hello again. Terribly, is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Theliron had taken ill, and the response... I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin. I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, that strange reaction you caused.
That tone, soothing a corpse's trouble. To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? Yes. She's in the other room as we speak. She's gotten out, as she claimed. Utter rubbish, I say. But for these blasted undead...
누가 범인인지는 모르겠네. 아직 정보가 부족해 너무. 그러면은 이번에는 에스메랄다 보러 갈 수 있나? 보호 중이라고 했던 것 같은데. 이벤트가 너무 많아. 이벤트가 너무 많아. 저 사람 좀 맞아. 불안하네.
You don't look like someone who's ever been serenaded by a severed head. You there! Take a seat. Prepare to laugh your head off, cry your eyes out, and teach. I am Reginald the Illusionist, purveyor of the most amazing artifact in Andevale. That's right, a talking head. And he doesn't just talk. He'll weave you a yarn. I obtained. You see, I was diving in search of a rare medicinal sea herb. I volunteer at the local children's apothecary on weekends. In the shallows of, though the chest was stuck fast, I had the treasure of a lifetime. In the hubbub, I lost hold of my prize and watched it before my mind's eye swam the faces of the many, grabbing fast to the hilt of a cutlass that freeing myself from my would-be tomb. It was there, along the rocky beach, that I tripped over this talking head. Strange. Hard times, Lord Pinchpenny? Back for more, I see. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. What with Stefan rattling off legendary yarn after yarn. Take a seat, won't you? It's called Medora.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare. I doubt I have to tell you that I am the amazing singing Stefan. The only... You're a source hunter, aren't you? Pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stefan has many fans to meet today. Psst, now help me. Take me to Reginald. Today, I think, a king. The great singer. Rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this time I've heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elba, who is said to have known...
레지널드지?
By the seven, what a tale!
게임이 판타스틱하다. 레지널드의 여분의 열쇠. 열쇠는 있네. 레지널드 집이 어디인 줄 몰라서 문제지.
Zombie ate your dog? Orc sunk you? Well, I'm Katerina the Fair. Fairest First Lady of the Fair, of course. I've an open stage in Wonder. The theatre's fever has overcome you. Check the library and see if any of the classics there interest you. I'd love to see... Right away, my dear. Speak to Master Chaucer.
Performers, showmen, show all of them. Siseal. And who are you supposed to be? Oh, I should have... No. Don't you have an impressive library here in Katerina's? Tell me when you're ready to begin, and I'll show you to your places and gather you whatever crowd of What is it? This ready for your trial by fire, you mean? There's no more... Not planning on playing to an empty...
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd... Now, let's not be hasty. They may be dragging their feet. Now, let's not be hasty. Now, let's...
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
공인이 안 되네? 이거 뭐지?
You there! Sid! Stay a while! Don't pity him. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. It seems even my usually choosy, and even when there's... I don't know how he... A familiar face.
One coin or two? Oh, I am a happy man. And a fool once was I, and ever seeking greater satisfaction than that which I'd heard they were not to be trusted, that they told me that I would find fame and renown if I renounced my fire. The most thorough cleanser was my method. But as my house burned in front of me, I felt no elevation, no piety, only the sudden weight of my own idiocy upon my very... Thank you, kind one.
So, those statues told him he'd have to renounce his earthly possessions to become a spiritual leader, did they?
Absurd.
Right.
Ah, cruel fortune.
이놈의 마을 뒤져도 끝이 안 난다. 이거는 진짜 너무 간략화되어 있는 게임들만 하는 것 같아. 에스메랄다는 나중에 보는 걸로 하고.
Look on the bright side.
Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy, Toe. That's the sort.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled.
Bit tell you right in the face, she did.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's nothing.
I'd say you ought to take her off our hands if you.
Ice blue eyes, narrow beneath the heavy brows.
Her brow knits together. I am Bear Daughter. I have not come here to find trouble with us. And you are a source hunter. I have heard many tales of your order. Your history is long and honorable. This woman here, the one who now plots her revenge, she crept behind me while I was hunting, and I only defended myself. But soon their swords were upon me. And they forced me into...
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face furious. She bit me in the face.
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, Screech woman.
To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, source hunter.
나가는 곳이고 드디어 마을 한번 다 둘러보게 생겼네. 분담벽. 범위 안에 목표물이 없습니다는 뭐야? 나중에 저거 쓸 일이 있다는 거야?
I wouldn't venture too far out of whose invention, the stasis blaster. Quite as these days we legionnaires hold a lottery to see who gets to man the things. Don't ask me how the blaster works, though.
아루후는 여기저기 만들고 있구만. 야, 좀 움직이지 마.
So, the wizard's crafted a device intended to keep the undead at bay, has he? Little did he careful now, comrades, and tread lightly. There's no telling when that madman's doomsday device might gain sentience and turn its rays on us. The magical sort will do anything to increase their own. But have no fear, comrades. Together.
Beyond these walls, the dead roam free, Hunter. Be vigilant.
나중에 또 후회하기 전에 세이브를 미리 해놔야지.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Toasted. Not much about.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
다 도둑질로 인식하네.
I'm overheating here.
Baking like a cake.
드디어 다 둘러보는 끝이 보이네.
These stores are for our legion troops. Riverland's finest work up mighty fine appetite serving the seven.
드디어 끝이 보여. 여기도 소장 좀 해놓고 나서
This maniac's gonna turn me into a meat pie!
Isn't it a great...
True story indeed.
졸라 안타깝네. 뭐 다 훔치기냐? 좀 훔쳐가려고
Well,
했더니
Source Hunter, you come to the right place, you have. I got every style of equipment to fit you from head to foot, if it's a trade you're after.
대장장이랑 제조가 다 붙어있어. 산호차 내돈 대장장이 제조부터가 뭐 했어. 같은 부위를 살 필요는 없지. 같은 부위를 살 필요는 없고 훔치려고 했더니만 애가 있어서 훔치지 못하겠네. 군단 부하 이쪽 편.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
No, sir.
Any real damage? Are you joking?
Source Hunter's here too? Well, if the Legion couldn't save this place, what are you gonna...
Good luck with these Sicilian source hunt.
Welcome back to Sicil Hunter. The Legion greets you.
Can you spare a coin?
드디어 마을을 다 뒤져가 보네.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
You don't think it's effective?
Sir, no, sir.
I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatic.
Hi, Mr. Head Honcho Legionnaire. The Source Hunter says that creep Robert stole my sheep.
And?
Well, aren't you going to arrest that stinking thief?
I'll have a talk with him, madam. What have we here, then? The so-called... I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Sicil. By which... Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told them, nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Arthur. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have... Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is... What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly taught it was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is! Taking a bribe. He has a lot to answer for, but not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear. You dare stand here and accuse me of involvement in it? Oh, what now? Whom would you have the Legion arrest? If you must. Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy... How am I enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter? Are you? We are the pride of Rivalon. To be found and to be seen ever. I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machines, so they're trying that. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God. Oh, still not finished with that. Well, have you found any incriminating evidence against it was stolen? Yes. Well, I assume it hasn't crawled back to its grave. So have you found any suspects?
책 훔치고 싶은데 훔칠 수가 없네요. 여기는 훔칠 수 있는 거 아닌가 이거?
Damon, and so let the...
그러니까 러시아에 없어서 훔칠 수 있는데 들어있는 게 아무것도 없네. 아루의 서재 레벨 20.
How can I help you, my friend? But certainly. Oh, I am but a wizard, a guardian of man and beast. And my task upon this earth is to protect. You see, my one desire is to witness a world in which to my great regret, none of them... Oh, but that's not a trick. Such magic is a gift, Hunter. to tread upon the realm of instinct, to be out in the night. But of course it's handy to speak in more than, oh, that'll never happen. Granted, a witch, I'm my own wizard, you know, by all means. Of course. I hope you're I can but piece, they say. A woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was, I say man and woman, because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the how and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion. I myself have none. Even now, it may well be established that she is in fact the guilty party. His body is gone, replaced with that of a sheep. This is all very disconcerting. It seems too improbable to be true, but nevertheless, I can't say much more but that they're mad. And what might those be? Oh, a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a feline, and you have a flair until they conclude what mischief those who are raised. The enemy is wild. One of them failed. Who is the mongrel that dares to... You know what? Here's the remote access device with which I used to control it. There's a manual for that somewhere around here too.
이렇게 해서 수락 장치는 받았고 설명서를 찾아가지고 업데이트를 하고
I've got my eyes on the prize.
나머지는 다 훔치는 걸로 인지해버리네. 화남, 행복한 화남 스팀 분출. 화남 졸림 전기 방출. 졸림 행복함. 화남 하면 안되네. 졸림 행복함으로 하면 되는 건가? 훔칠 수 있을 때 다 훔치자. 이제 사건 해결 장소로도 갈 수 있고.
Do you hear that clinking?
Quiet! No talking to these scoundrels, criminal scum!
Excuse me, Grabby Gus. This is a Legion treasure room, and absolutely no...
여기 아직 올 일이 없긴 한데.
you before she could do any real damage.
가수.
Come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
사건 장소를 뭔 소리야? 세탁기가 쿵쾅거리네. 이제 선술지. 사건 현장을 보고 에스메랄다랑 대화하고 퀘스트들을 좀 진행시켜야겠네요. 퀘스트만 지금 일찍 갱신만 왕창 됐어. 한 것 없이. 그 전에 캐릭터 뭐 늘어난 게 있나? 자꾸
Careful now. Your head's growing all swirling in saffrons, I dare say.
Greetings, traveler. And may the immaculate... What's in a name, dear? You mean you steal yourself by following her instructions and becoming... She showed us. Ah, for the... There. Go on the path.
얘가 사건 현장 아니었나? 저긴가? 아.
Greetings, Source Hunter. Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well.
뭐냐? 본거지에 새로운 방이 열렸습니다. 뭐야? 비활성 스톤이 여기 있네. 비활성 스톤이 여기 있어.
Looking good. Looking good.
락피 어딨냐? 사용했잖아. 와, 씨. 아니, 사용했는데. 이런 억울한. 많이 억울하네요. 다음부터는 장비하고 하자. 아씨. 잠깐만, 피라미드 순간이동기라 비활성 스톤은, 아 이거 피라미드인 줄 알았어. 상자를 열지를 못하네.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't...
데오메네스 만나고.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scratch gold.
Welcome back,
Move along.
다 훔치는 걸로 뜨고 있어.
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here. I am Septimus, 7th son in a household of 9, legionnaires all. Me and 2 brothers of mine were assigned to Sicile from day 1. Alas, both of them have long since fallen. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Riverlon, my friend. And steadfast will I guard her. Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicile. And what questions are I hold by the belief that this place is cursed. First, the undead, who are getting... I've fought orcs crazed with blood.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young. Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know any... So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub called Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him... Well, what do you want to know? We're surrounded. I'm telling you, a necromancer must have been at work in some... So tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
I suppose so. But seeing that I'm neither married, engaged, or attached in any way, I've never bothered to...
Polite, handsome, and... Ho-hum.
쫙 다 훔쳐야지. 훔칠 수 있는 거.
Treasure.
아 깜짝이야. 씨. 줄 알고 완전 쫄았었네. 다 훔쳤고 애매하네. 지금은 밝혀진 것들 하나 쫓아가야 될 것 같은데, 일단은 자, 피라미드. 피라미드를 하고 나서 레지논드를 내봅시다.
My gods! What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you?
못 이겨.
A magical pyramid, eh? No, if you please. This room is private. Don't just stand there. Go! Away with you!
Interesting devices, these pygmies among pyramids. You do well to treat them with the utmost care. Perhaps it would even be for the best if so. I shall, the very moment, duly.
응? 피라미드가 누구한테 있는 거지 지금? 피라미드 송환동이 생각도 없는데? 아까 들고 안 들고 나왔구나.
오.
챙길 줄 알았더니만 안 챙겼었어. 피라미드도 있고. 이제 할 거는 레지놀드.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
레지놀드 집이 어디냐? 여기 아니면 여기겠네? 말하는 머리부터 처리해 줍시다.
The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. Fantastic! It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. It won't be the worst.
We will have none of that!
Bravo! Bravo! Fantastic!
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse. What do you call a source hunter who finds a way to a resourceful hunter? Come now, it can't be that hard to find something to.
My word!
Fantastic!
Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did we crave creamy blues and gory...
You there! Take a seat. Prepare to laugh your head off. Cry your eyes out and teeter on. What do you think you...
Fantastic!
Bravo! Come on, come all, and see the amazing singing Stefan! Sicil's only sentient seven. Back for more, I see. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. What with Stefan rattling off legendary yarn after yarn.
And now a stern chastisement in 3, 2... Looks like whoever was here last had a life sentence.
전투가 재밌다던데 디비니티. 재밌다는 전투는 못하고 캐스트만 계속 진행하고 있어. 집어들지를 못하네요. 어떻게 해야 되지? 다시 해보자. 분리시키고 대화를 시키고
Prepare to laugh your head off. Cry your eyes out and teeter on the edge of your seat with an original tale from Stefan, the talking severed head.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti... Oh, excuse me, it won't be the worst in...
Hey, you there! My word!
I'll figure out who murdered Jake.
The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
오늘은 일단 여기까지
It is said and...
하도록 하겠습니다. 피곤하네요. 직장인이라.